Good morning, my friends. My name is Lama Jigme Gyatso, and this is Enlightened Fitness, where first we will cunningly use high-intensity body weight interval training to cultivate the body of atomic sex god. Then we'll use guided meditation to cultivate both the heart and the mind of a Buddha. Now, I don't care how much exercise you do, if you don't eat right, you're not going to get the body or the health that you desire. That's why I'm going to begin today's video by reading an excerpt from the McDougall program for maximum weight loss. You can get a copy of this at a brand new or used copy of this by using the link. I think it's the second link below the video. About 3 inches below the video, there's a little button that reads Show More. When you use your mouse to click that, it will reveal a list of links as long as my arm. Chapter 2, The Power of Hunger. Controlling hunger is one of the great difficulties everyone faces when attempting to lose weight. Yet hunger control is the cornerstone of most weight loss programs. The standard axiom of weight loss programs is that if you give in to your hunger, you will gain weight. That leaves you with only two choices. Either you mount a Herculean effort to control your natural desire for food, or you take some form of medication or go on a ketosis-producing diet like the Atkins or Optifast programs to suppress your hunger pains. As most people know, these methods usually fail. What everyone who wants to lose weight must first realize is that the hunger drive was not meant to be ignored or suppressed. It was designed by nature to be powerful, sometimes overwhelmingly so, in order to keep you alive. Therefore, the longer you go without food, the stronger the hunger drive becomes. For a learning experience, stop eating for 48 hours. Don't attempt this if you are ill or on medication. The first 12 hours are fairly comfortable, but after that you will think increasingly about food. By the time you have been without food for 24 hours, you will have discovered a sure way to eliminate all your other daily troubles. You will no longer worry about money, family feuds, or nuclear war. You will only have one thing on your mind: food. By the second day without food, you will be filling your stomach with gallons of water, desperate for even a temporary feeling of fullness. If you persist in refusing to eat, your physical discomfort will extend beyond hunger pains to fatigue, cold, and nausea. These symptoms will grow ever more acute until you will be unable to distract yourself from your misery. Without such a strong drive to eat, you might forego food for play, work, or some other activity. The result would be malnourishment and possibly death by starvation. The unrelenting strength of your hunger drive is necessary for your personal survival and for the survival of the human race. Graphic examples of just how strong hunger truly is are scattered throughout history. Hunger has driven people to great acts of courage and ghastly acts of barbarism. But as a general rule, it's safe to say that the hungrier you are, the more out of control you become. You really cannot do very much with your life until you have eaten. There have probably been times when you have succeeded in controlling this monk in your back, the insatiable desire to eat. Group therapy like Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, and Nutrisystem programs may have helped you sustain your willpower to withstand the pain of hunger a little longer. But like most dieters, you probably gave up eventually and ate. Once you did, you regained the weight you had lost, and then some. Tomorrow we'll explore hunger triggers and survival mechanisms. Okay, thank you, Dr. McDougall, for that entirely pessimistic diatribe. Here's the deal. There are many, many diets out there. I've tried the majority of them. In my life, I found that to increase my strength and health and lucidity and leanness, what worked best in the long term was a low-fat, whole food, plant-based diet. Not only was it good for me, but the animals were glad I wasn't eating them or exploiting them, and the earth was glad I wasn't polluting it or its air. You see, and this came as a real surprise, a omnivorous diet or a paleo diet has a greater carbon burden on the planet than a plant-based diet ever could. That second link below the video that takes you to the whole food plant-based diet page and will take you to resources such as vastly discounted books, new books, as well as free resources such as PDFs and videos. Pretty cool. Okay, that's enough of that. Now it's time for the workout. This workout is going to be very efficient. It's going to follow the Tabata protocol, which means high intensity body weight interval training. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 5 exercises as intense as we can for 5 circuits. It should take about 12 minutes. When we're done, you'll know you've done it correctly if A, you are drenched in sweat, and B, you are out of breath. If you've done that, then you've supercharged your metabolism and your cardiovascular system and your muscular system. If you haven't, well, there's always tomorrow. As I mentioned, there are a list of links. There's a link for every set of exercises. There's a link for leg exercises, a link for pressing exercises, a link for core exercises, a link for pulling exercises. Regardless of what equipment you possess or can afford, there's a way to work out every body part. Just use the links. There are exercises that are easier than what I use. They're the exact exercises that I use, and there are exercises that are more challenging than what I use. So if you use these free resources, you'll be able to challenge your body in the most beneficial way possible. There's even a link to help you use the Indian style of warming up known as 12-phase sun salutations. I've got to sneeze and it has stage fright. And there it goes. Hard up. Let's begin with 2 repetitions of Indian inspired 12-phase sun salutation. All right. Now we've warmed up. Let's do 5 circuits of 5 exercises. Let's begin with heel squats. Jumping toe squats. set of press. Really tuck your wrists and elbows in as tight as you can. Now, let's perform thrusts. And now pulls. Okay, heel, second heel. Second toe. Second press. And now, second thrust. Second pull. Third circuit, third heels. Third toes. Third press. Third, thrust. Third, pull. Fourth, heel. Fourth, toe. Fourth, press. Okay. Fourth, thrust. Fourth, pull. Fifth and final heel. Fifth toe. Fifth and final press. Okay. Fifth and final thrust. Core thrust. Here we go. Fifth and final pull. Okay. That concludes this morning's high-intensity body weight interval training. I'm going to take a moment to move the yoga blanket. And I'm doing a stroke off the top of my head. That should be better. Woo! As promised, out of breath and drenched in sweat. Water, beverage of choice. Again, I'm going to read to you a passage from an English translation of an 18th century text penned by Karma Jigme Rinpoche, who, although he was distinctly more fundamentalist than myself, was one of the first non-sectarian devotees of the Buddha of Compassion, also known as a Jigme Manipa. To place our total confidence in the three jewels will suffice for keeping all the refuge precepts. To refrain from ever causing harm to others will suffice for keeping the disciplines and precepts of individual liberation. Let's explore that a little bit, shall we? So, according to our friends in Tibet, there are 4 sets of vows. Renunciation vows. We're taking back refuge vows, renunciation vows, compassion vows, and wisdom vows, also known as refuge vows, pratimoksha vows, bodhisattva vows, and tantric samaya. Now, this morning we're going to explore the first half of that list of 4. It's been said that there are more than 200 rules for a fully ordained Buddhist monk. But we only know that because of scriptures. And if all the legends are true, they were written down almost 100 years, more than 100 years after Buddha's death. But any student of history knows that scriptures are subtly rewritten through the ages to reflect various personal and corporate agendas. And I say corporate, I don't mean necessarily in the business sense, but in the political sense. I forgot who said it. Maybe you'll remind me in the comment line below. It's the victors who write the histories. So we really don't know what Buddha taught about the rules of ordination. But remember, Buddha's test of the truth was not how old something is or how many people like it. Buddha's test of the truth was how effective is it on the spiritual path. My friends, I'll tell you from my experience, a typical novice mistake, a typical newbie mistake is to become anal retentive over keeping every precept, rule, and regulation perfectly. That might win the approval of your peers, but that won't make you a Buddha. That type of action will make you very rigid and uptight, which is the opposite of the mastery of letting go. Rigidity will not take you to the mastery of letting go. They go to different places, different destinations. That's why Karma Jigme just made it simple. He said, for the vows of going for a refuge, simply have confidence in the 3 jewels. And once again, that smacks of fundamentalism, the whole dichotomy of fear and faith. So as a liberal, I teach people to enthusiastically embrace and apply the teachings of the Buddha, and follow the example of his senior students. That enthusiasm is the essence of the refuge vow. The essence of all the pratimoksha vows, according to Karma Jigme, is to do no harm. Now that's great. He was speaking to people raised in a Buddhist culture. At this point, Buddhism had already been in Tibet for approximately 8 centuries, which is a long time. So the very least of doing no harm means basically don't murder, don't rape, don't steal, don't intoxicate yourself or others. And I'm missing one. Oh yeah, don't be deceitful. So these 5 are summarized by being harmless. Do no harm to oneself, to others, to animals, to the planet. Do no harm. So let's talk about karma for a moment. By the way, this is as far as we'll go today. One of my instructors used the phrase, a peasant's view of karma. And what he was referring to was a fundamentalist, fear-oriented view of karma that's very, very rigid. It actually undermines our wisdom. Remember, if you want to manipulate people into doing what you think is right, then you want to use fear and rigidity. And you want to talk to them about things like your karma, the seeds of your bad karma will last forever until they ripen. Just because they haven't ripened Doesn't mean they won't. Manipulating people is a lot about fear, but fear turns into resentment quicker than you think. But the wisdom teachings teaches, yes, everything is interdependent, but also everything changes all the time. Maybe rapidly, maybe quickly, but everything changes. So as a liberal, I prefer to motivate people not with fear, but with love. Do the right thing because it benefits the greatest number of people in the most wonderful way. Don't do the wrong thing because it doesn't benefit the greatest number of people in the most wonderful way. Can you see the difference? Do the right thing out of fear of punishment. Do the right thing out of love. Which do you think is going to propel you further on Buddha's path to complete mastery of wisdom, peace, love, and joy? Folks, if someone doesn't care about doing the right thing, you can't make them care. If someone does care about doing the right thing, the job's already done. So trying to frighten someone into doing the right thing is either A, a waste of time and energy, or B, redundant. So, in essence, embrace the path of enthusiasm and gentle, respectful love. There you go. There are fundamentalists in every sect of every religion. There are even fundamentalists in every sect of non-religious enthusiasm. So if you're enthusiastic about diet or weight loss or movies or sports, then there's going to be fundamentalists and there's going to be liberals. Fundamentalists will always be fearful, rigid, and intolerant. And liberals will always strive to be flexible and to go with the flow and be pragmatic. And so what I offer you is the quick path to the 10th booming of full enlightenment as a liberal. Now, having said that, let's turn our attention to guided meditation. Yesterday's guided meditation was approximately 33 minutes long. Today's will be approximately 36. Now, this is your first time watching my talking head. Excuse me. Then by all means, start with a 3-minute guided meditation. The first link below the video will take you to a page entitled Bodyweight Circuit Training. And on it, all the Enlightened Fitness videos are organized. First, they're organized by length of workout into different boxes. There's a 12-minute box, and there's a 2-minute box, and there's a 4-minute box, and you get the idea. But within the boxes, the individual videos are organized by the length of guided meditation. So start with a 3-minute meditation. When you're comfortable, move to a 6-minute guided meditation. And when you're comfortable, move to a 9-minute guided meditation, and so forth and so on. Now you might say, hey, I've been meditating for 20 years. I don't need such simplicity. And the answer is, hey, listen, if you've been meditating for 20 years and you ain't mastered the notion of humility, then your meditation has taken a wrong turn. Humility is never a mistake. The only difference between today's and yesterday's guided meditation is that today's guided meditation is going to have an extra wisdom meditation. Everything is going to be review. This is not going to be an instructional session, so if you're unfamiliar with these techniques, go back to an earlier guided meditation. There's already a video telling you how to sit comfortably. There's already a video telling you how to count your finger creases. If you don't know how to do that, use those videos. We're going to begin today with the Buddhist version of alternate nostril breathing. In through left, out through right. In through right, out through left. Don't breathe as deep. Don't be afraid to breathe deeply. If it's too deep, your body will automatically correct it. In through both, out through both. In through left, out through right. In through right, out through left. In through both, out through both. That's the sound of my rice cooker. Don't pay it. No, never mind. Let's switch to the one-syllable paradigm. Left, right. Right, left. Both, both. That completes our first 3 minutes of guided meditation. Let's now play with the first blend of Mahamudra and Dzogchen. We shall blend a Mahamudra exercise of Po-Wa, or rehearsal, for the transference of consciousness at the moment of death, with the Dzogchen practice of Togal, which is simply a visually oriented practice of concise vipassana. Let's begin with universal love. Give to each great rebirth. Great rebirth out through crown. Wear crown Om, releasing. Om. Free. Gently open the eyes. What's seeing? Releasing. See free. Grin with eyes, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. This ease. Having completed the 6th minute of guided meditation, let us now turn to the second blending of Mahamudra and Dzogchen. This time we'll blend the Mahamudra of Guru Yoga, where we practice the bliss of gratitude, with the Dzogchen of Triksho, or cutting through, which is simply a simplified sensory or feeling-oriented practice of Vipassana. Vipassana's union of awareness and letting go. Thanks for what? Releasing. Let's try this again. Yes. Thanks, teacher. Releasing. Where heart free, releasing. Free, free. What feeling? Releasing. Feel free. Grin with lips, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. This ease. Now we're going to turn to Lam Rim. My favorite translation of Lam Rim would be steep path, gentle stairs. Or, perhaps less cryptically, gentle stairs that tame a steep path. The founder of the Gelug sect taught that the Lam could be expressed in the three principal aspects of renunciation, compassion, and wisdom. So let's start with renunciation. Today's wisdom practice is going to feature our sense of self. So let's explore renouncing that. How me not satisfy. Why turn from suffering's cause? How karma be quite just. How this chance be precious. What feeling releasing? How could this be funny? Grin with lips, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. This ease. Now that we've completed our 12th minute of guided meditation, let's turn our attention to Tong Lang's union with compassionate taking and loving giving. How could each be kind mom? How are all more than me? Oops, my mistake. Let's change it to why take fear as black smoke? How are all more than me? Why give peace as white light? In through nose, out through pores. Take fear smoke, give peace light. Fear, peace. Having completed the 15th minute of guided meditation, let's turn our attention now to the analytical presentation of the wisdom of letting go. Let's learn or practice letting go of our sense of self. How me feel releasing. How am I dependent? How could I always change? How could I not be me? How could I not be mine? How could I not be grasped? How here like potala. How speech like vimani. How bod like chain ray Zieg. Having completed the 18th minute of guided meditation, we now turn our attention to the simple metta practice of intending that everyone be lavished with great wisdom. How wise good, releasing. How wise feel, releasing. Now to me, give wisdom. Now to some, give wisdom. Now to all, give wisdom. How could heart fill with love? Now to each, give wisdom. Each wise. What feeling? Releasing. What feeling? Releasing. Feel free. How could this be funny? Grin with lips, releasing. How could mind be quite wise? Noticing, relaxing. This ease. Having completed the 24th minute of guided meditation, let's return again to Metta, this time the love that gives everyone else love. How love could, releasing. How love feel, releasing. Now to give to me love for all. Now to give to some love for all. Give to all love for each. Give to each love for all. Each love. We're hearing, releasing. What hearing, releasing. Here, free. How could this be funny? Grin with cheeks, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. This ease. And that completes this morning's 36-minute guided meditation. I invite you to join me for a gentle set of geriatric yoga that comes to us from the Gelug sect of Tibetan Buddhism, and it's called Untying the Heart's Knots. Please lace your hands behind your tush. Please open your chest and twist to the left. While I give wise release. Please reverse. Now to each give wisdom. Back to center. Please release the hands, lacing your left, swing them over your head. Please bend to the left. Why give peace, releasing. Now to each, give great peace. Back to center. Let's make our way into the downward facing fetal position, which is also known as child's pose. Give to each, love for all.
Curl hands into fists. Place knuckles upon the yoga blanket just above the knees as if you're going to jab or punch. Rapidly straighten the arms.
Ride the momentum into the seated samurai position, which is also known as lion's pose. Please lace your hands behind your tush. Please open your chest, drop your head, roll your gaze up. What seeing, let's try this again, what feeling, really seeing? What hearing, really seeing? What seeing, really seeing? Please release the hands. Cup the palms. Press the hands together so that the center of each palm is hovering before the center of the chest, or I should say the upper third of the chest. Please relax the shoulders down. Please twist to the left. Why give joy? Really sing. Back to center. Relax your shoulders down. Twist to the right. Now to each, give great joy. Back to center. Okay, let's work our way into the hands and knees position in preparation for cat-cow asana. Open mouth, slack jaw, give to each great comfort. Please stand up. But before you do, allow me to remind you that one of the links below the video can lead you to the class materials page where you can download the latest free version of the PDF entitled The First Set of Lesson Texts. At the conclusion of each lesson text, there are 3 verbal recitations that serve to protect, share, and multiply our good karma. Recite those once every morning and once every evening. Within a week or 2, you will have accidentally memorized them. Let's stand up. Let's place the weight upon the major and minor ball of each foot behind the big and little toe. Heels off the carpet or the yoga blanket. Subtle bend in the knees, hips thrust forward, hands laced behind the tush, chest open, head dropped, gaze rolled up. How could this be funny? Grin with eyes, releasing. Noticing, relaxing. Okay. Now let's perform 2 repetitions of Indian-inspired 12-phase sun salutation. By this virtue man ill accomplish,
the spontaneous, habitual, easy and effective mastery of Buddha's mental yogas, of wisdom, peace, love, and joy. And now lead every living being, without exception, to this ground. May everyone be healthy, wealthy, and happy. May everyone practice skillfully and joyfully. May everyone accomplish Jigme in this life. And then how many, oopsie, I kind of screwed that one up. Let's try that again. May everyone be healthy, wealthy, and happy. May everyone practice skillfully and joyfully. May everyone accomplish Jigme in this life. And then help many others do likewise. For truly that is the meaning of life. Om Mani Padme Hum. Let's conclude with 2 repetitions of Vietnamese inspired bows. May I always be cared for throughout all my lives. The Buddha of infinite light, emanating as my kind teacher. And as such may I always enthusiastically and joyfully tread this excellent path praised by the conquerors. Well, my friends, I thank you for your time and your kind attention. I thank you for your enthusiasm to improve not just physically, but also spiritually as well. And I thank you for your support. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Om Mani Padme Hum. Before you go, I'd like to remind you to click the subscribe button up here, and down here, click the like button, as well as the share button. At the very end of the video, I invite you to find the big YouTube button over here. When you click that, it'll take you to your home page. On the left-hand side, if you scroll down, you'll find a tab that reads Manage Subscriptions. You could either look up Lama Jigme or Tantric Sex God 1. And to the right, you'll notice a little box. You can use your mouse to put a check in that box. That way, the next time I upload a video, you'll receive an email notification. Remember those links I told you about below the video? You could use one of those links to help keep this monk fed, which is lovely, but not mandatory. And there's another link that you could use to register for the next series of weekly webinars. When do they I should say live weekly webinars. And when do they begin? Tuesday, the 2nd of July. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.